All right, welcome back to RETCON. I hope you're having an awesome time here so far. Our next speaker is Becca Shaffrey. She is the SVP of Corporate Services at Bell Partners. Please join me in welcoming Becca to our virtual stage.
Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be here today to share some of our approach at Bell Partners to the use of technology with our customers and a few of the innovations we've implemented this year in 2020 to further enhance our customer experience. At Bell, we are always focused on the customer and ways to enhance their experience and communication with us. Our customers, meaning, of course, our prospects and residents, but also our vendors, our owners, and each other. Today, I'm going to focus specifically on just the prospect and the resident and share Bell's approach to enhancing their experience with us through the use of technology and innovation. Let's start with the prospect. First, we need to take a look at the way leasing has evolved because it's critical in uncovering what solutions are needed to enhance the prospect experience. Leasing before technology was very linear. You guys, some of you may remember the days of the apartment guide or even outreach marketing flyers when our biggest sources were drive-by or walk-in. Not true today. Today, our top sources, as you know, are websites, ILSs, and all of our social channels. Technology has blown up the way our customers find us, and they have changed our customers' leasing expectations. To really be on top of it, we have to understand this and we have to meet them where they find us. Leasing today is dynamic, which means it's constantly changing and progressive. It's diverse. Not all of our customers want or need a personal interaction anymore to make a leasing decision. In fact, additional options are needed. And leasing is multidimensional. We need several leasing tools and techniques to be in motion, maybe some even all at the same time. This will help us accommodate all types of prospects and demographic and really help us capture the number of leads now coming through all of those technology channels. And also, our customers have pushed and want service and expect answers in real time, often beyond our own business hours. And they want multiple ways to tour an apartment home. So how have we solved for this at Bell Partners, and what are some of the things that we've been focused on this year in 2020? Well, first, we defined what success meant to us in the way of leasing. So for us, success meant we needed our technology and our innovations needed to meet those leads where they find us. We wanted solutions that could accommodate all time zones, as we are a national leader. We also needed anytime and real-time information from our solutions because customers no longer will wait or want to wait. We wanted tools that would instantly engage and build rapport and create rapport. And we wanted different interaction levels, knowing that some of our customers are very high touch and need a really personal experience, while others don't want that at all. We wanted multiple options. And we also wanted all of our solutions to drive to the appointment or the application. Last, we knew we were going to need more than one technology to accomplish this. And so we wanted to make sure that they seamlessly integrated with each other to create the best customer experience. And then who could have ever imagined we'd be in a year of a pandemic? And of course, there have been multiple COVID-19 adaptations we've had to make along the way. So what were some of the products that help us achieve this success criteria? Well, after trying out many and exploring for well over over the last 2 to 3 years, this year, the recipe for success at Bell Partners has been the following. First of all, we instituted chatbots on all of our websites. We also found great value and have found great success through an artificial intelligence leasing tool. Tour schedulers have been a real important piece to accommodate our leasing platform, either on, during, or after business hours. And we needed a self-guided tour solution. And I'm sure many of you can relate to that, especially depending on what market you're in and what your ability to actually have a by appointment or any sort of in-person showing or not. We also knew, due to the COVID environment, but even before that, that most of our customers wanted self-service, and that would require some sort of enhanced video solutions where they could find on our websites or through us sending a link the information they needed that they could see in their own time and answer their own questions. And then, of course, that meant that we were going to have smart devices where we hadn't had them before, or maybe in addition to the ones that were already implemented, to be able to accommodate this onslaught of technology. I think another thing we're really excited about is that we really do believe artificial intelligence has just begun. And there are a lot of great opportunities for the future with artificial intelligence. One that we're piloting right now and will into the start of next year is really the opportunity for artificial intelligence as a more robust solution for both phone and chat. So we've done email and text and had great success with that, which I'll share with you in just a moment. But we do think there's a great future there, and we plan to be a participant in that as we move along. Also, before we move on, I would say one of the most important things we did was really took a look at our customer experience, and we applied ourselves. And we went online and we tried these tools, and we felt what it felt like to us as the customer. So we put ourselves in the customer's shoe. And we went out, and one of the most important things we did was really took a look at our online application and made sure that a simplified application was out there that allowed for a great customer experience and ease in applying for apartment homes. Because the last thing you really want to do is spend a lot of money on technology and drive them to that application, and then your application process is so cumbersome that they just don't follow through all the way to the end, and you get that lease. So I know what you're thinking. How did it all work? And where are we now? So I'm happy to share some of the great things and be very transparent with you with the things that are working really great, and some of the things that we need a little more time on or putting some additional focus on. So what is working currently today? Well, almost a year in inception, we have a monthly average with our chatbots. They are greeting about 500,000 visitors to our websites and holding around 30,000 conversations every month. The conversion of those conversations to appointments is somewhere hovering around the 54%. And we are averaging around 3.5 leases per month per property just through the chatbot engagement and conversations alone. I spoke about an artificial intelligent leasing tool, and year over year, we have recognized about a 15% in leasing. And these metrics were taken really in the height of leasing season from July to September it says 2019, should be 2020. I apologize for that. We are averaging around 70,000 follow-ups per month. And our email volume, as well as our application volume, we are just seeing an increase in all of those numbers as a result of the success of that tool. I also mentioned tour schedulers. We really are finding our prospects love to be able to pick the time that works best for them without having to contact the site or work with a call center to identify an appointment time. And we are finding that 4 to 1 more tours are being booked through the scheduler than any of our other channels. So the tour scheduler, which is really just the calendar sitting out on your website, allows your site team to be able to identify when they have appointment times available, and allows those prospects to select the one that works best for them. Also, our virtual video leasing has blown up, and we are averaging 1,200 views per month per property. People are jumping on and checking out that floor plan type that they are interested in, or asking questions, and then from there following up, or they're scheduling a time with one of our leasing professionals to explore one of those floor plans together online or through Zoom or through one of the other channels or apps that allow us to do so. Which of course then is really the success of what we said earlier, the deploying of more smart devices so that we are able to really have a leasing phone and a direct channel to, especially during those times where you're not able to do in person or maybe are limited by your staff. This is a great tool and has been really beneficial to us this year with our teams and our success. What we're spending a little bit more time on, and really it's because we have deployed it most recently across our portfolio, are multiple self-guided tour solutions. And we have found that our teams are slower to adopt to this. Our early hypothesis is they need more time with the tool to explore it, but I think that it's hard to break old habits that maybe self-guided touring is really an after-hours solution only, when really some of our demographic and prospects today would like to schedule their own and come during the day or at a time that's most convenient for them, that's not always necessarily after hours. So we'll be spending more time with our teams on the self-guided touring process because we really believe it needs to be in motion all day through the day and even after hours if you're going to be successful in utilizing that platform. We also want to spend more time with a really great enhanced video product that we have brought on, because we have seen the value with it, not just with our prospects, but also with our residents, and our ability to improve connectivity and our communication with them. And that communication and connectivity always leads to a better customer experience. All right, so moving on, let's talk a little bit then about our residents. So as we shifted into this year and really started looking at our customer and specifically our residents, what was going to mean success for us at Bell as far as improving the customer experience for our residents? Well, first at Bell Partners, our brand is we care and we deliver. And I think that we want to make sure that we are always living that brand with our customers, and especially our residents, that they feel that we care and we deliver on what we have promised. In order to be able to live that brand, it was critical to us that we have exceptional service standards, but that we are working every year to elevate those service standards and provide just the best that we can for our residents so that they will want to stay with us year after year. We also will continue to, it's always been a great focus and a prime importance at our company, but we wanted to continue to promote and participate philanthropically. And so we started the year really trying to define and understand what that would mean for us at Bell Partners. We also know that's very important to our residents, and that they want to participate and know that they are living with a company that believes in that. Of course, our residents always want the best conveniences so that they can just enjoy living in their apartment home, and all the things they need to do while they live there, or to move in with us, or take care of their lives when they are there, that they have the utmost conveniences to be able to take care of that business without the headaches. I think I said before, we are always focused on improving our communication. We really believe that the connection and community that we can create, especially through our communication with our residents, really both speaking, but as much listening to what's important to them, really is what creates that long-term relationship and has our residents staying year after year. So what have we implemented to make sure that these things were achieved? First, we had to find a really great resident app, and there are a lot of them out there. They all do different things. We wanted one that was really comprehensive, that our residents didn't have to go to 4 different applications to try to do everything that they needed to do to manage their life. So we settled on one, and we've been very happy with the success of that resident app. We also enhanced the way that you could pay electronically with us to include Alexa Pay My Rent and Text to Pay, so that no matter which way you wanted to pay us, we made it super easy for you to send in that money. We adopted a concierge platform and found the one that worked best for us and our portfolio and our asset types, so that things like package delivery and managing your amenities would be easy and feel like a great enhancement to living at one of our communities. And we worked to enhance our resident messaging and our drip campaigns with our residents, so that it was the best in class, and also we weren't inundating them with surveys and over communicating, which can also be a problem and kind of annoying for your residents if you have too much going out there. This has also been a year of great moving technologies that helped our residents move in and transfer bills and utilities and all that kind of stuff seamlessly and without any type of hassle. So that has been just an added bonus in moving into one of our communities, and helped our teams make that a seamless process and a great move-in day for our new residents. Philanthropically, we participated in the Move for Hunger, and did some amazing contributions both as communities and as a company to that initiative. And we designated a day where Bell gave back, a specific day in the calendar year where we were all focused on a targeted charity and achieve some great results for some really important causes that are out there. Last, as I talked about, we are always focused on elevating our service standards. And we this year donned our Bell certified maintenance program to make sure that all of our technicians that are servicing our apartment homes are certified and have the best in class training to be able to be efficient, but most importantly, effective, and really resolve our residents' issues in their homes. On top of that, and on almost every slide that you will see me present today, we can't ignore the impacts of the pandemic this year. And with our residents, that has been also something. So we instituted a solution for the payment of rent and payment plans through Easy Pay. All right, so how did all of this work? Well, I am happy to say that where you put your focus, you find your results a lot of times, and that has been true for us. So in remessaging, improving our communication, improving our services, just looking at a snapshot of our resident activity that went to an electronic environment, first because we asked them to, and then after the pandemic hit, because probably they had to, we saw tremendous growth in the areas of applications online, the percent of leases online, of course, our renewals online, and just transactions in general. We jumped from about a 63% online transactions at the beginning of the year in January to we are well over that 80 or 85% mark now towards the end of the year. What we have found, though, is our residents still really like to talk to us, and that they would prefer to come in or pick up the phone to call in their service requests, which we are, of course, happy to always honor. But we will work harder in the coming year around the percent of our online work orders. We love to track it there. It is less work on our team, so they can be more efficient if we can get our residents to put in their requests there, so we're not having to manually do that while we're on the phone with them. So that will be a focus for us this year. Overall, our satisfaction scores show, whether it's online reputation or through Kingsley, and our satisfaction scores, that what we've been focused on has been working with our residents, and we are just above that Kingsley index with our scoring for overall resident satisfaction. As I mentioned at the bottom of this slide here, this will be our focus moving forward, is helping our residents get to that online platform. We know efficiencies are created there, which just gives us more time to spend with them to create great resident experiences for them. Okay, so, you know, none of these things, and there is a lot, if you looked at both of those slides, both in the leasing and also in our resident bucket, that is a lot to implement in 1 year. And we have certainly had a really busy year. In fact, some people who have called and asked and spoken with me about it have scratched their head and said, how did you do that all in 1 year? And is any of it successful? So I'd like to share a little bit with you about that. Of course, none of implementing technologies at this magnitude comes without challenges. We choose to view these, though, as opportunities. And I think that whether it's these technologies or whether it is the number or the pace at which we chose to implement, one thing will remain true is you will have ongoing opportunities through your implementations of technology and innovation within your customer experience. And we believe they are these. First is the innovation and adoption to the change management that comes along with it. I myself was a leasing agent many moons ago, and I was taught that I always needed to create that personal contact with my prospect and really create that rapport. And so it would be hard, and has been hard as the world has evolved, to really wrap your head around the fact that people will lease an apartment home without even talking to you. There are some people who actually even prefer that experience. So the change management, and to really understand who our customers are today and what's important to them and how they choose to communicate and make their decisions, is a key indicator of how successful you will be with our new age of leasing and our new age of customer expectations. So, of course, what also comes along with it are your internal processes. And getting it out the gate and onto the sites is one thing, but internally, how you're going to own it, how you're going to support it, how you are going to monitor it and measure the effectiveness of it are equally as important as the implementation itself. So we will always have been and will continue on down this list of really knowing that the work of implementing out to a site has only just begun, and beyond it is where the real work comes in to be able to see if it's working and if it's something you continue on with or if it's time to make a change. You also need a process and some specific requirements, not just for yourselves and your project teams, but for all of your associates. If you truly want to be, like we do at Bell, a company that has a culture that is continually innovating. It is not a one-stop shop, or just an initiative for this year or a certain quarter of the year. But if we really want to stay with our customers and create the best experience for them, we need to continually be looking at what's important to them and how their needs are changing so that we're there to meet them and hopefully in most cases beat them to what they need. Of course, with turnover in our industry the way it is, you will have to have some sort of sustainable training solution. So getting it out the first time is not hard, but continuing to do a great job of that for your turnover is something you need to really think about. And then also coordinating your vendors and their requirements for ongoing support and training, what role they're going to play, what role you will play as you need them throughout the years, and then also what you're going to require of them throughout the calendar year to report back to you on how effective their product is working for you is also a critical factor. We are excited about this slide while it sounds like a lot of work, because this is what shows us where we need to be and what our customers are telling us, and helps us start to get an idea and a glimpse into where we might need to make a change and what should be on our horizon as we move ahead. So what is ahead at Bell? And I think the road ahead and our 2021 approach, in addition to the slide we just left and our focus around continuing to maintain and measure, is really we want to now focus on our enhancement to our mobile maintenance platform and making sure that we are bringing along the best in class as it relates to the mobile maintenance environment to our maintenance teams, knowing service is paramount. We also want to make some improvements and tweaks to that anywhere we have a live in-person experience, and a big one for us at Bell is through our call center platform. So that will be a focus for us in 2021. As again, I said, we will never take our eye off of monitoring our current solutions closely. And we have a team here that is dedicated always to continuing to explore the new customer solutions to meet those customer needs. We talk to anybody who we can find and get on a call with to explore their solutions to make sure that we know what's out there and it's a good fit. It does take a lot of time and dedication, and it's an important one if you plan to be in the forefront and meeting your customers' needs. So I hope you have found this information helpful today. It's been my pleasure to share with you all some of the things we're doing at Bell Partners. It's always exciting to be in a platform where I can share with my industry peers and participate in a forum, a great one like this one, to help us support each other. So thank you very much. I hope you all have a wonderful day.
Wow, Becca, thank you so much for sharing with us. Those were incredible insights, and the audience is giving you a big virtual round of applause.
Thank you.
All right, if you're looking for your next session, you can go ahead and check out your agenda page or take some time to connect with your peers with some virtual one-on-one networking. Thanks so much, and we'll see you around. Awesome. Thank you so much, Becca, for sharing with us. We really appreciate your insights, and the audience is giving you a big virtual round of applause.
Thank you.
All right, if you're looking for your next session, you can go ahead and check out your agenda page or take some time to do some virtual one-on-one networking with your peers. Thanks so much, and we'll see you around.